There lived a young woman named Maya in a bustling city where dreams seemed as distant as the stars dot every morning. She would wake up, drag herself to a job she despised, and spend her days watching the clock, waiting for life to begin. Daughter friends often asked her, "Maya, what do you want to do with your life?" But she would just shrug and say, "I don't know. I'm still figuring it out." Years passed like pages in a book she never bothered to read. Maya felt trapped in a cycle of emptiness. She earned money, paid her bills, and repeated the same routine day after day. But deep inside, something was missing. She felt like a ship without a compass, drifting aimlessly in an ocean of possibilities. One evening, while walking through the park near her apartment, Maya noticed an elderly man sitting alone on a bench. Was feeding pigeons with a gentle smile on his face. Something about his peaceful presence drew her closer. She sat on the other end of the bench and watched him quietly. After a few minutes, the old man looked at her and said, "You seem troubled, child. What weighs heavy on your heart?" Maya was surprised by his directness, but something about his kind eyes made her feel safe to open up. "I feel lost," she said softly. "I wake up every day, but I don't feel alive. Everyone around me seems to have purpose, direction, passion. But me, I'm just existing." The old man nodded slowly and continued feeding the birds. "Let me tell you something, dear. Many years ago, I was exactly where you are now. I had a job, I had money, I had everything society told me I should want, but I felt empty inside." He paused and looked directly at her. "One day, my young daughter came home from school crying. She had been bullied by older children, and her spirit was broken. As I held her in my arms, watching her pain, something awakened in me. I realized that my purpose was not just to earn money or climb corporate ladders. My purpose was to protect, not stand up for themselves. Maya the innocent, to stand up for those who could lean forward, captivated by his words." From that moment, the old man continued, "I left my comfortable job and became a teacher, not because it paid well, but because I discovered my why. I wanted to build confidence in children, to help them believe in themselves, to create a safe space where every child could flourish." He smiled warmly. "That was 30 years ago. I have taught thousands of children. Many of them are now doctors, engineers, artists, parents. They write to me, telling me how that one teacher believed in them when no one else did. That is my legacy." Maya felt something stirring inside her chest, a feeling she had not experienced in years. "But how did you know? How did you find your purpose?" The old man stood up slowly and brushed the crumbs from his hands. "Purpose is not something you find lying on the ground like a lost coin. Purpose reveals itself when you stop asking what the world can give you and start asking what you can give to the world." He began to walk away, then turned back to her. "Maya, your why is not hiding from you. It is waiting for you to be brave enough to look beyond yourself." As the old man disappeared into the evening shadows, Maya sat alone with his words echoing in her mind. For the first time in years, she felt a spark of something she had almost forgotten existed. That night, Maya could not sleep. She tossed and turned, thinking about the old man's words. What can I give to the world? The question haunted her like a gentle whisper that refused to be ignored. The next morning, instead of rushing to work, Maya took a different route. She walked slowly, observing everything around her with fresh eyes. She noticed things she had never seen before. A homeless man sitting outside the coffee shop, looking hungry and forgotten. A young mother struggling with 3 small children and heavy grocery bags. An elderly woman trying to cross the busy street, hesitant and afraid. For the first time, Maya stopped. She bought an extra sandwich and gave it to the homeless man. She helped the young mother carry her bags to the car. She offered her arm to the elderly woman and walked her safely across the street. Each small act filled Maya with something unexpected: joy, purpose, life. At work that day, Maya could not concentrate. Her colleagues noticed something different about her. She seemed more present, more aware. During lunch break, she walked to the nearby children's hospital, something she had passed thousands of times but never really noticed. Inside, she saw children fighting battles no child should ever face. Some were bald from treatments. Others were connected to machines. But what struck Maya most was not their suffering, but their incredible courage. These children smiled, laughed, and played despite their pain. Maya approached a nurse and asked, "Is there anything I can do to help? I don't have medical training, but I want to do something." The nurse smiled. "Actually, yes. Many of these children spend weeks here without visitors. They love when volunteers come to read stories, play games, or just talk with them." That afternoon, Maya spent 2 hours reading to a 7-year-old girl named Sarah who had been in the hospital for months. Sarah, quote, "S eyes lit up with every page, every character, every adventure." When visiting hours ended, Sarah hugged Maya tightly and whispered, "Will you come back tomorrow?" Walking home, Maya felt something she had never experienced before. Her heart was full. Her steps had purpose. Her mind was clear. Over the following weeks, Maya visited the hospital every day after work. She brought books, games, art supplies. She organized small parties for children celebrating birthdays in hospital rooms. She learned their names, their stories, their dreams. One evening, Sarah's mother approached Maya with tears in her eyes. "Thank you," she said simply. "Sarah talks about you constantly. You have given her hope during the darkest time of our lives." Maya realized that in trying to help others, she had discovered something profound about herself. She loved creating moments of happiness for people who needed it most. She loved bringing light into dark places. She loved being the reason someone smiled on a difficult day. But Maya also understood this was only the beginning. The old man had planted a seed, and now that seed was growing into something bigger than she had ever imagined. 6 months later, Maya stood in front of the hospital's board of directors, presenting her proposal for a full-time volunteer coordination program. She had discovered her why, and it had transformed everything. She left her old job and dedicated herself to creating joy for children who needed it most. The empty feeling that once consumed her was now replaced with unshakable purpose. Maya learned that finding your why is not about discovering some grand destiny written in the stars. It is about opening your eyes to the pain around you and choosing to be part of the healing. It is about shifting your focus from what life owes you to what you owe life. The old man was right. Your purpose is not hiding from you. It reveals itself the moment you stop looking inward and start looking outward. When you ask not what the world can give you, but what you can give to the world, everything changes. Maya's story proves that a life without purpose is not really living at all. But when you find your why, when you discover what makes your heart beat faster and your soul come alive, you stop merely existing and start truly living. Your why is waiting for you. The question is, are you brave enough to find it? Stop drifting like a ship without direction. Find your why, and you will find your way to win.